upgrade and also not only upgrade, but they refresh and give you the latest. If I don't want to see what's on Twitter and I've not opened the Twitter app, I don't want the Twitter app to refresh on its own and give us something that's upgraded. Right. Do you get my point?
Yeah, but with 20 Ghana cedis, you can't even get to the point of making these choices.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. All right. So, I mean, how much do you save out of 20 Ghana cedis?
No, savings out of the picture.
How can it be out of the picture? It's supposed to be like the first thing you do, whatever you earn. But anyway,
that's what the
we'll come to
motivational speakers tell us.
Let's first of all find out in this full report of how somebody is surviving on 20 Ghana cedis a day.
Life in Accra and then short pond. Accra is expensive than short pond.
Because you are the first near to weigh 16 cities and away 23. I'm moving. Last year, I only born baby. By this year, you're done 55 cities.
If nothing is done, that we are going to experience some price increases.
Daniel Kwaman is 16 years old. When he completed junior high school, he was having a hard time staying in the coastal town of Salt Pond in the central region. He wants to be successful so that he supports his family financially. So, he relocated to Accra to learn to be a mechanic. According to him, there was no future for him at Salt Pond. But life in Accra is squeezing him 4 months after migration. Accommodation is currently not a problem because he lives with his big brother. Daniel's problem is the cost of food. He visits Popular Beans joint in Kokomlimli, Chop Time Express, for lunch. To make ends meet, he misses breakfast and makes up for a big lunch. He spends at least 10 cedis on a bowl of beans, gari, fried plantain, and an egg.
Life in Accra and then short pond. Accra is expensive than short pond. Short pond, if you get 10 cedis, you eat morning to the evening. But Accra, if you get 10 cedis, you eat in the morning.
He expected an easy life in Accra, but has been facing a rude economic shock for the past 4 months.
10 cedis in the short pond, you can buy salads, food, kenke, rice, gari, and then other things. But short Accra, you use 10 cedis to buy wachi, it's finished. 10 cedis has lost. Then afternoon, you say 5 cedis. You say, oh, I'm buying this food, kenke, and then frying fish. You say 5 cedis short pond. Use 5 cedis to buy rice, gari, kenke, and then other things. You get change, maybe 2 cedis to buy drink.
He is still learning to adjust to an ever-expensive Accra. His 15 cedis daily wage is mainly spent on food and water. Savings for now is out of the question.
15 cedis. I used to buy, maybe if I can buy food, I spend 10 cedis for food, and then pure water, 2 cedis. And then maybe, let me say, drink and then bread is also 3 cedis.
His senior colleague, Jefta, is experiencing similar struggles. Even though he has been in Accra much longer, it is still difficult to afford food these days. To save some money from his daily wage of 20 cedis, he eats just one heavy meal a day.
My daily chop money is not fixed, like as you said. So it depends on what you get per day. So let's say today if you've no work, so I don't think today I'll get more than 20 cedis. That's how I live. Yeah. I save, but that also depends. Unless maybe the day I get around, let's say 50 cedis or 30 cedis. Yeah, for that one I can save like 10 cedis or 5 cedis. But if it's less than 30 cedis, saving will be very difficult for me.
Kenke price has shifted from 2 cedis to 3 cedis at Kenke Arena. This is because customers have been complaining about the shrinking size of the 2 cedis Kenke. So to tame wagging tongues about the size of the Kenke, a sizable one has been increased to 3 cedis, which is a 50% increase in just the beginning of the year. Food vendor Na says despite the high cost of groceries, she manages to serve customers quality and affordable food.
A bowl of KK is 3 cedis.
A bowl of KK is 3 cedis.
It was 2 cedis last year, but it was 2 cedis. Because of the hike in prices of most of these raw materials like maize, the husk, and almost everything used in making the kenke is now expensive. So.
Kenke lovers Cassiel and Parkwesi explain how they budget to keep on eating at their favorite kenke joint.
So roughly everything here costs 20 cedis. Okay, so one bowl each for every person, and I got gizzard and fish. Relatively it has increased. You know, when fuel prices go up, everything goes up, so it has increased here. Because looking at the way prices have gone up, that's also affected the price of kenke. So let's say previously you were selling for 2 cedis, now selling for 3 cedis, so you have to accommodate all that cost.
We all know due to the fuel price increase, you know, we've got to spend a lot more on fuel. And then on food, I take coffee in the mornings at work, so it's only at lunchtime that I eat a heavy meal. And that shouldn't be more than 25 or 30 cedis. Oh yeah, it's good. Maybe she should serve with some and see how I got it.
Traders have had to adjust their prices to cushion their businesses.
25, 10 cedi, 50.
Now, well, any boy, sir.
Hey, well, I said, yeah, well, I am coffee, and you boy, you see, but well, I have 70 Ghana. I have 70. We go to 900. I said, I'm at it. You see, I did 50 Ghana. Yeah, I did 30. I obey you, obey you. I can't obey your mother to the Jimmy. It's too expensive to come on. Almost 1,000.
This one I said the 40 cities. This one, first I said the 10 cities, now be 5 cities I will take out. This one's 25, but now I come down, I was at the 15 cities. Somebody come back, 12 cities I will take back, no bucket.
I'm way brand I'm way. Last year, I only one do baby. By this year, you're only 55 cities.
Recent inflation figures released by the Ghana Statistical Service saw inflation pegged at 13.9% as of January. Inflation in the prices of food has also skyrocketed. The content manager at Isoko, Francis Ejay, breaks down the figures explaining what can be done to realistically tackle the growing inflation.
Currently, the food inflation is at 13.7. If we are doing 13.7 at the beginning of the year, we are not expecting any more volumes, large volumes of commodity or crops coming in. We need to do basically 3 things. 1, we need to improve on our post-harvest management of the commodities that we have. 2, we also will have to improve on our farming methods and practices. We need to go the modern way where we can use irrigation, where we can use greenhouses and all that to cultivate all year round. And the 3rd thing is that we also will have to check how we transport and cut these commodities.
Indeed, Accra stay by plan. For Living Standard Series, Mami Esi Thompson.
it's hard to believe that there are people managing somehow on such meager wage. Anyway, the Living Standards series continues here on Joy 99.7 FM, and today we're asking you, how would you survive on 20 Ghana cedis a day? What's Twitter saying?
Now, Kushi Ima says sachet water is 2 cedi, TNT is 18 cedi. So he sorted it out. Now, Iceberger Gritches says only gobe and pure water. Nasikanoashi. Nasikanashi. So that's Gary and beans, right? That's gobe. And B2 Music says if you buy water and water, no, the money is finished. Junior Masaudu said I can only buy kinky for big fast and maybe sachet water. Joy SMS hashtag is there. Fred Matt said that is only for transportation. We'll have to fast the whole day. Well, that's what he says. Taufika says this can only buy me 2 liters of fuel for my bike to my school and back. And Law Victor said it can buy wache. That's all that is written. And the big part says 20 cedi has been drastically reduced to 5 cedis. Transportation, and all is gone. Now there is one from Signal. Signal says gobe in the morning, kinky and fish in the evening. It left coins for water. So that's what's all. That's what he said. Kobilate says I can buy lunch jollof for 12 cedis and keep 8 cedis. And Kaunda Yao says buy Hausa cocoa and granite 1 cedi 50 pesos and bread 1 cedi and okay. So an insert loose 1 cedi inside in the morning. In the evening buy kinky 4 cedi and fish 6 cedi and save the remaining 6 cedi 50 pesos in my susu box. So he's able to save. In Edmond Odami said it depends on the person who holds the money. Me, I eat 5 Ghana cedi a day because my work feeds me every time during lunch and I don't eat at night, so I'll be left with 15 cedi. Well, Kofi Robbie says get water with salad, gari, fish, fried plantain and shito bebre. That's what Kofi Robbie says. Amegashi says with 20 cedi you can consider yourself a rich person because Honorable Kwabena Ochiridako said you are only poor if you make 70 cedi a whole year. Hashtag Joy SMS. So those are some of the messages already.
So if you make 80 cedis in a whole year, you're
big
not
mountains. Poor. Yeah. So interestingly, there's a chunk of the message they are talking about transportation first. Of course, but you have to go to work, you have to go to school, and all of that. And the rest they will manage with food. So food transportation becoming the biggest tickets for the 20 cedi that they will use the money for. Interesting. You know, the report talked about how some 3 cedi is going for kinky. I thought not long ago it was 2 cedi, and I was shocked to have heard that they're 2 cedi. My experience was terrible with the woman.
As we learned from one of our avid listeners in London who cannot be named, it's £3 in some places. So you're 3 cedis, stop complaining. 27 Ghana cedis per ball of kinky. All right, listen, we want to know how you would spend 20 Ghana cedis if that was all you could earn every day, per day. And that's probably 5 days a week, not even 7. Okay, call us, tell us how you would spend 20 Ghana cedis a day, or how would you would use it? How would you live on it? 0302 216 541 055 1111 997 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. I'm looking forward to some first-time callers today. We love it when we get new members of the family. So tell us, if we had to live on 20 Ghana cedis a day, how would you do it? Isaac is in Kumasi. Isaac, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I think I should sleep where I slept yesterday. Yeah, because I've been calling over so many months.
Wow.
I've never had access to any of your programs. So I will sleep where I slept yesterday.
Oh,
again.
I'm so glad you made it. Welcome to the
Yes,
family.
yes. Thank you very much. 20 cities, Kumasi food is not so much expensive as compared to Accra. So maybe I would fast in the morning, manage some gobe like 8 cedis, gobe and everything 8 cedis in the afternoon, getting to about 3 o'clock thereabout, and then the rest is water. So at the end of the day, like I can keep like 5 cedis to 8 cedis as a savings, like in Kumasi, but in Accra, I don't know.
Wow. In Accra, I don't know. It's a pregnant statement. Thank you, Isaac. Thanks for calling us. Let's go to Adenta. Derek. Hi, Derek.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, problem of the day, 20 Ghana cedis. How will you survive?
This one there. In the morning, you buy cocoa 1 cedi. Okay, 1 cedi. In the afternoon, you just buy water 3 cedis and pour Gary on it. That's all. More change for tomorrow.
More change. But what else would you be able to do with your life apart from these 2 meals? What else can you achieve in life if all you make is 20 Ghana cedis a day? Like, where will you even sleep?
Wow, big question. Let's get somewhere to pitch.
Yeah, you have to patch somewhere. Not easy. All right, William. Sorry?
If it was for only food, 20 cedis would be more than enough. Yes.
But for living, it becomes complicated.
Yes.
Thank you, Derek. All right. Good old William from Guma Budbrim is on the line. William, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
We are managing.
You cannot be a managing person because you earn income. First of all, I'm happy with the program you have started doing. At least it's bringing in reality the doorsteps of many. I want to help make your program sweet. You see, there are categories of income earners. Those who actually earn income, 1. Those pretending to earn income, 2. Those hoping to earn income. Those with no hope to earn income. And those who will never earn income. All these categories of people survive. So for those who don't have hope of earning income, 20 Ghana is plenty of money. So if someone is complaining that that's the difficulty and the reality on the ground. One of these days, when you have your holidays, your break, just just dress like as I would say, alacha, some of it. Stay there for like a week. Experience them. Then you understand these categories better. Master, it's not easy. So the guy with the 20, he should thank God. Because there are people who are there, that 20 cedis, when before they will see it, it's after 6 months. I wish you guys a good morning.
Wish you the same, William. And you know, he's right. We did a story here at Joy News of a woman who was looking after a disabled child and a sick mother in the Volta region. And she was selling oranges.
Yeah.
And if she's able to sell 10 cedis, she has to sell 10 cedis worth of oranges a day just to survive.
So
and that's 3 people.
So minimum wage is 13 cedi 53 pesos
per day.
Per day.
So the guy is earning more than minimum
wage. Yeah,
he's doing well. Abdullah Sumaila is in Ejiso. My brother, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, boss.
20 Ghana, make it work.
A day. A problem. Including my wife and the children, or me alone.
Oh, ja, you have to make whatever your situation is, make it work for 20 Ghana cedis.
Okay. 20 Ghana cedis. I and my family.
Yeah.
What we do is, I will go and buy Mori. You know, in Kumasi, Mori is a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
Yes. So when we buy Mori, at least 5 cedis, then leaving 15 cedis, then we'll buy tomatoes. Because with these 20 cedis, you can make soup. Yes, you can make soup. So you only make, what do we call it? The pepper. So you buy tomatoes, you buy onion, you buy fish.
Hey, you buy fish?
Yes, fish.
I thought you teach your children to be vegetarians.
Eh?
I thought you would teach your children to be vegetarians, but okay, you buy fish.
No, the children, if you prepare food and there's no meat, they don't eat too.
They know their rights.
They'll tell you,
They know
their
rights.
We are buying the fried one. Some are there 2 cities and other things. Then we buy those things. At least we buy either 5 cities or 6 cities. Yes. So the remaining balance that is left, that one is for tomorrow, maybe the next day. The children will use it for school because the next day they will also go to school. You see, but it's management.
Interesting.
How can you eat banku and pepper in the evening and sleep? You see, sometimes so we do that just to manage.
Wow.
Yes, because if you don't do that, with 20 cities you can't prepare soup. The soup alone will even cost you more than 20 cities.
That's true.
So me, I eat banku. So because of that, people say I like banku. No,
you know what?
It's not that I like banku.
Thank you so much, Abdullah.
Conditional preference.
Wow. A friend of mine has a son who's very loquacious. He's about 13 years old. His mother served him rice and shito one day. He looked at it and told his mother, "This food doesn't meet the sustainable development goals."
Standard.
Yes.
Basic nutrition requirement. No. You can't find
where are his 5
balanced diet.
He said, where's my 5 a day fruit and vegetables?
Clearly.
You live on 20 Ghana and see where you find your 5 a day. 5 a year. All right, Elom in Jamestown. Good morning. How are you? Selom.
Hello. Yeah.
Forgive me, Selom. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. What's up?
I don't know. Are we trying to be content with maybe the 20 Ghana and trying to see how we can manage it? Anyway, let's leave it at that. I have 3 children, and the first.
Yep.
So if I'm getting 20 Ghana, and sometimes they have to take some little breakfast at home. And then when they come back in the afternoon, maybe 3 or 4, they have to take something before in the evening. So this 20 Ghana issue, it is a failure on the part of government, and we should not be the one managing. They should know that the minimum wage and these things have to raise up so that the standard of living of people should go up. It is not good at all. It's a disgrace to our country. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. Fafa is calling us from Accra, Newtown. Fafa.
Hello.
Yeah. Accra survival. Accra survival on 20 Ghana.
Accra stay by clan. But you know, if it's own.
Fafa, can you move away from the radio? We are having an echo. It's quite bad. Or switch off the radio entirely so that we can just talk on the phone. Yes, it's better.
Yeah, if it's only you and 20 cities, it's a bit okay. But with kids involved, it's another thing. You know, you take breakfast, lunch, and even come back for dinner. So sometimes even with the parents, we have to fast. Because 20 cities, if you cook even 2 cups of rice and then grind pepper, you will need about 8 eggs for the kids and then the whole family. And 20 cities are here. So sometimes I fast in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening when I prepare dinner, we all eat.
Wow.
And then the next day, we pray for what God will do. It's not easy.
Hey. So how do you save?
How can you save?
Oh no! Oh, we lost Fafa. Oh dear. Let's talk to Joanna in Dansoman. Hi, Joanna.
Kojo, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Kojo, do you know what?
Tell me.
20 cities. Sometimes, when I have the family that was with me, I eat assemblyman a lot. That is called bangu. Now I live alone. So the 20 cities, sometimes I will not eat 20 cities because I'm managing myself. I can buy plantain 5 cities, gardeners 2 cities, tomato 1 cedi, pepper 1 cedi, and dry fish, they call it amani, 2 cedi for 3.
Wow.
And I'll get red oil 2 cedi. I'll eat and leave some tomorrow.
Wow.
I have Gary there. That will go for Gary. So everybody has his own of using his 20 cedis. In my 20 cedis, some will even, I'll remain some.
Wow.
So it depends how you live your life. And that's how I've managed to save. Thank you.
So you
Bye-bye.
even save on top of that. Thank you, Joanna. Thanks for that. Okay, I hope you're listening. I hope you're hearing the number of people for whom this is actually reality. They are not giving conjecture.
It's not.
They are telling you how they manage on less than
It's
20
not
cedis a day.
hypothetical for
Yeah.
them.
Okay, there's a reason why I want us to take note of this. We'll make the point later. Eric is in the Volta region. Eric, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
20 Ghana, what's up?
First of all, I need to run through the programs that you have been going through in the week. You have been doing a good job. So congratulations for that. The first thing is the issue about the doctors saying that the nurses are running away. Fine. That issue. The thing is that when the doctors or the nurses are doing their job diligently, Bible says that even the judge, which is very wicked, when the widow is disturbing him, he changed his mind. So if they are also doing their work diligently, if you lay down your plea before the government, at times, even if the government is very wicked, it will turn to you one day. Okay. Secondly, the issue about the blood bank issue. Thank God that the woman, that woman, the CEO or whoever, has acknowledged that she's aware of that problem. But the issue is how can we help her with ideas? Because at times when you are at the top, when the problem comes, you think that you are solving it at your best. But when it reaches a certain point, you lack of ideas how to go about it. You'll be confused in a certain state. That is the issue. So once you know the people, sanction them, give them the required punishment as a deterrent for the others so that the system will be clear. Thirdly, about this program right now, about this 20 cedis issue. My brother, this 20 cedis issue is killing because at times, even if you take transportation, I normally live in Trasaco. From Trasaco, Islamic Junction to Medina, even if you are going to American House, the lorry fare alone, in and out, even if you are going to Ogbojo, you have to take transportation 3 times before you reach there. Yeah. Before going there alone, finish your 10 cedis. Coming back, 10 cedis is gone. So this issue about this 20 cedis management, that is not good at all. The government has to sit up and then deal with the issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Let's go back to Kumasi. Hi, Ken. Good morning.
Good morning.
My brother. What's your budget?
For you. You know, I want to know, first of all, I want to know whether the president is listening.
Well, we know he listens very often.
Okay, all right. You see, could you point to this and you want to have a better future, it will not work for you. Unless, of course, you don't have a family and then you are alone. So that one, even you have to do what we call the 010. Okay, that calculation. You have to do the 010. And then if even you are doing the 010, it means where you work should be closer to you. Because if you are working and then you use a car, trotro, to your workplace, 20 cedis will do nothing. You can't survive with it and then you can't save. But if you have no family and then you are closer to your workplace, fine. Because at most you can save 5 cedis. And then do the 010 or better still 001.
What are these 01001? It sounds like football team formation.
Okay, all right. So it means you don't take breakfast, you don't take lunch, and then you take the supper.
That's 001.
That's 001.
And 010.
So with the 0102, you should know how to deal with it.
Yes, you take lunch and then you miss the other meals.
Exactly.
Wow.
So the president should consider this thing. It's very serious. People are suffering. We are not he said we are what yet discussed. That is what we see. It's too bad.
Thank you, my brother. Let's talk to Emmanuel, who is somewhere near Lekma. Emmanuel, good morning.
Morning, Roger.
My brother.
How are we doing?
I'm managing. So far, 0-0.
No, I mean, but in reality, because do you do 1-1-1?
I know I can't.
As we speak now, you don't do 1-1-1. Even if you have the means, you don't do 1-1-1.
You should, but we don't.
I'm sure you skip some.
I do what?
I'm sure you skip some. You skip some.
I skip some, yes, but that's just because I'm busy.
But anyway, that's just by the way. You know, the issue, the series you are doing very, very nice. The other one, I think you did one that the guy said he does proper movements. He gives 50 CD every day, yet he earns 800 CDs. And we know that when you strike the average, it is not. I mean, 50 CD doesn't. It's way more than the 800 you are earning. So sometimes you realize that people, much as they want to tell the truth, they end up exaggerating. Now, this 20 CD person, if I were to put myself in that person's shoe, then I would say that perhaps I was earning something higher, and then maybe I had to deal with some shocks. So I have to settle on 20 CDs. Otherwise, why would you decide to get married with children knowing that 20 CD is what you are making, and say, oh, 20 CD is what I'm making, yet I must have 2 kids and then a wife to take care of? It's not possible.
Well, we don't know whether he was making 20 CDs at the time he had his children.
Exactly. So that's my point. That if he was coming from somewhere, then we can safely say that, oh, Charlie, this guy needs help. And he can survive. But the guy with the 20 CD, the mechanic assistant who earns 20 CD, my brother, that person, that guy would not think of renting. He would not think of, getting a girlfriend or anything. If you are thinking that way, then you can't survive. Now, the other advice to people who want to eat daily, as in eat fresh food daily, to them, I say that try and buy in bulk, cook in bulk. And then, listen, me, I a wife and 3 kids, and I can tell you, some days, we live on 20 CDs. And there are other days that, by the time the woman leaves the kitchen, you are spending over 150 or 100 CDs. But that 100 CDs doesn't have to finish on that day. When you are ready to eat, you bring it out, you microwave or you heat small. But there are some husbands who want to eat freshly prepared meal every day. When you do that, please don't come and cry. So let's all learn to manage. It is hard, seriously speaking. I mean, nobody must live on 20 CDs. But we need to, like the other guy said, that there are categories of income earners. When you find your space, when you find your level, you need to work, accordingly. But if you are alone, you are living alone, as a young lady or as a young man, can't you just go to the market, manage to buy food stuff 50 Ghana or 60 Ghana, come and cook and make sure that you spread it for 1 week? That's my little advice to all of us. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Economic motivational speaker, Emmanuel. Nick Pakpo is in Kwashiman. This is our last caller. Nick Pakpo, how are you?
Thanks, Ogonfu. How are you, sir?
Not bad at all.
Nick Pakpo, Ogonfu. I have an uncle. When mosquito bite him in his own room, he will blame the leaders or Nanado. The caller who said that he has 3 kids and a wife. And he said shame on us. And he was blaming our leaders. You earn 20 CDs and you have 3 kids and a wife, and you are blaming leaders. No.
But what should he do to his kids?
Who should we say shame on to?
Wait, but what can he do to his kids? They exist. What should he do? Abandon them?
No, he has to find other things to do. Yes, they say you cut your coat according to the size of your material. My main submission is that last 2 weeks or so, Monday, you discussed this Kenke issue. And I stumbled upon some useful information I want to point you to.
Okay.
The same day in the morning, around 6 o'clock, I was watching CNN. And they they made a review of a food and agric organization, FAO, a report they have released about rising cost of food.
Right.
And I want to point you to it. Maize alone, internationally, the price for maize has increased by 44%. Cereals, 31%. I won't bore you. You go look for it. They spoke to the chief economist of the FAO, Dr. Maximus something, Torero something, Bula. And he gave 4 reasons for the rising cost of, so you please pursue it and let's discuss it further. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm aware of that report actually. It was also talked about on the BBC. And yes, food prices are going up huge
all over the world.
Yes, quantities all around the world. And the interesting thing is how different governments are dealing with it. That's what that's what would differentiate one economy from another. Everybody is suffering, but
if
how are
easy
they
transportation?
Yes, what decisions are you making in order to ensure that the cushion is as soft as possible for your people? That's really it. That's our standard. That's what we are supposed to achieve. But interesting submissions, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Earlier,
if I take you to the messages on Facebook, there's a huge number of them already there. If I was reading like almost 300, I had to leave along the line and say, well, because we read a lot from other sources too. It's an interesting comment because let's not pretend that this is, the national service personnel in this country, they are giving about 500 cedi or so.
Yeah.
That's almost within the range we are talking about. So that means you have to spend like 20 cedi within a day. NAPCO is 700 cedi. 25 cedi is how much you're supposed to spend within a day if 28 days are considered within a month. So it's not outrageous to think that people are spending 20 cedi and they have to make do with the 20 cedi within a day. It's basically the barest minimum people are coping with.
And that is the point I wanted to make. That in reality, the 20 cedis is above the minimum wage.
That's true.
So that means there is quite a large section of our population that is surviving on 20 Ghana cedis a day or less. Or less. Okay? And yay, this year. How will this year go? So look, if this is people's reality,
and you compound it with fuel prices, you compound it with the exchange rate, and we know the exchange rate affects everything. The soap you buy, the toiletries at home, except you say we should not use them. The other small things, if God forbid you get sick, you have to go buy drugs, and all of those other things compound your status. How would you go to the hospital if you are not saving any money and you're not also on national health insurance? How would you go to the hospital? Which health institution? Some of them, even before you enter now, they are taking card or something, a huge amount from you already. And that's almost the amount of money that you would have spent in almost 2 weeks on a single day. So you pray you never get sick, or you have to resort to alternative means of dealing with these things.
And by the way, if you are making that little, you'd better not place your money in anything that requires you to move it electronically. Otherwise, e-levy.
Say it's not in yet.
Well, I mean, we're talking about how the year is going to go for us all, right?
Interesting.
An interesting one here on Facebook. Somebody shared our question about how you would, how they would spend 20 Ghana cedis a day, and this guy shared our post with a caption, and I want to share the caption with you. He says, "Unless super bet."
Oh well. Anyway.
Oh God. Anyway, listen, thanks for all your calls. When we come back, the National Identification Authority is here to take your questions and to give us updates on how the Ghana card registration process is unfolding. Stay with us.
Everyone is proud of the doctor I've become. I'm grateful to a lot of people, but especially for basketball and the grit I built as I learned the sport. The rejections taught me to keep fighting. The long hours taught me discipline. Knockdowns taught me to bounce back. And those unexpected victories taught me never to give up.
Nourish and energize your kids with Milo. Help them succeed in sports. Because the grits they learn in sports, they keep for life. Milo. Energy to go further.
Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
Wow, I just paid my taxes right now. Since they started this pay from anywhere, it has become easier, cra.
Easy, cra. Now nobody has an excuse. So long journey, no ye jai. Tax, why?
Effie, don't tell me you have not been paying taxes, so.
No, I'm tired of paying.
Don't be. It's the taxes we pay that government will use to improve the market and to build the nation. Oh.
I don't know. It just takes your whole day. Hey, you mean you have been going to the GRA office?
Effie, unye current cra. Come and join us. So I'm not paying taxes, no.
Pay your taxes online, at the bank, or from your phone. Together, we can build a great nation. GRA.
Do you need money to start a business? Do you need money to expand your business? Are you a government or private sector worker in need of money to sort out emergencies? Do you need working capital loan? Or you're in need of an emergency loan? Well, Quick Credit